This is the Simucube Savu Pro, and it's the company's current flagship butterfly-style steering wheel and the first natively compatible with the Simucube 3 ecosystem. Now, as with everything from this high-end brand, it comes with high expectations, so today I'll be giving you all my review, going through everything that I like, what I don't like, and whether it could be worth it for you. Before I begin though, a quick disclosure. Simucube has provided this steering wheel at no cost for me to review, however they have had no input on this video and have not seen it before publication. For additional transparency, MOZA, who is a competing brand, is a paid sponsor of this channel, and you can find my full review policy in the video description. As always though, my thoughts and opinions here are entirely my own.
Okay, let's go.
Alright, so there is lots to talk about regarding this wheel, but what stands out to me the most is its overall build quality, as this thing is truly built like a tank, and you can probably knock somebody out with it. Just don't try that at home. You see, it has a full metal frame, metal inputs, metal paddle shifters, and the quick release of course on the back. And yeah, here on my rig and using it, it very much just has like a distinctively high-end feeling to it, just as I would expect for its $1,400 MSRP. Now, in terms of its weight, for my testing it came to 1,769 grams, this putting it on the heavier side. However, made to be used with Simucube 2 and 3 bases, it's safe to say that none of those will really struggle with this, but more on that soon. In terms of functionality, Simucube have packed quite a bit into this 295mm rim, but notably no screen of any sort. Here what you are getting are 4 thumb encoders, including 2 on the side with push functionality, 2 7-way switches, 3 rotary encoders which you can also press, 2 12-position dials near the bottom, and 12 RGB backlit buttons. Now on the Pro version of this wheel, which is this one, you also get 27 LED telemetry lights, and these actually have some pretty neat functionality. For example, if you have a car on the right, this right side LED will turn on, if you have your pit limiter on, if there's a blue or yellow flag, and much more. All of these LEDs will let you know. The lighting is also found on the 3 rotary encoders and, like I said, on the buttons, and this, as you'd expect, can be fully customized on the software. Some presets are available here, but for full customization you can independently adjust every input. It will just take you a while to do so. Now, talking about the buttons, I'm really not kidding when I say that these are some of the best that I've felt. Pushing them down, they have a short, subtle, and clicky feel, but more than that, the button caps themselves are fantastic, but with a catch. You see, unlike most other steering wheels that simply use stickers as labels, the ones that Simucube have included here are actually permanently printed. What this means is that they look great and even have like a premium, little bit of a grippy texture to them, this being better than on any other wheel that I've tested, but the drawback will be in terms of customization. You see, that's because apart from the 12 that are already pre-installed on this wheel, you're only getting 8 other interchangeable caps, meaning that if you want a button labeled with something that Simucube didn't include, well, at least for now, you're kind of out of luck. Now, in my opinion, Simucube should make an accessory kit with like 30 button cap options, and at this wheel's price point, I also do think that it should be included. Other than that though, everything else here, being the feeling of the buttons, the resistance of the thumb encoders, and the click of the rotaries, all of it looks and feels very high-end. Another thing that looks and feels very high-end are going to be the grips of this wheel. Made of some type of rubbery material, it's hard to convey how good they are. They have this very soft yet grippy feel, they never felt slippery even when my hands started to sweat, and just the overall way that they're molded lets my hands rest on them in the perfect position every time. Like, truly, without trying to sound like I'm glazing, these handles are awesome. Now, turning the wheel around, here you'll find the shifters, the quick release, a USB Type-C input, and a power on and off button. Starting with the quick release, this one comes with the company's new proprietary Simucube 3 compatible one, but for the same price you can buy it with the Simucube 2 QR system. Now, the one here is truly rock solid, it clicks in firmly, it has absolutely no play, and transmits everything completely wirelessly only to the Simucube 3 base via their new Lightbridge ecosystem. Now, in my opinion, this quick release assembly system was perfectly reliable, fast to connect, and like I said, had absolutely zero play, side-to-side flex, or unwanted movement, so other than its limitations in compatibility and wider ecosystem, it is simply a very well-designed system. Now the paddles that are included back here, similar to the rest of the wheel, are also fully metallic and do have these weird cutouts, which in my opinion it would just be more comfortable without. Here you're getting two magnetic shifters, which are very clicky, tactile, but also not too loud, and overall these did hold up very well. Interestingly, however, they are not adjustable, so the positioning here just can't be fine-tuned. Not that I think many people would be changing it anyway though. Now, something that I personally am not a huge fan of are going to be the clutch paddles. These feel very soft, they have a short travel, and in mine even have like a subtle grainy movement to them. So yeah, these are not my favorite, but they still do the job. Now up here you can also add a third row of paddles, but these are sold separately for an additional $130, this being something that, again, I do think should be included in the first place. Alright, now taking this wheel out on track, there is simply just very little to complain about. Like I said, it feels and looks like a premium product, and ergonomics wise, it's very well thought out. Everything is at close and natural reach, the inputs feel notable and tactile, and yeah, it's a very pleasant, very well put together wheel that definitely maintains a level of quality that we've come to expect from the brand. Now I also felt that paired here with the Simucube 3 Pro, I was able to feel everything very well out on track, and so pair that with the comfort, tactility, and quality, and it is safe to say that the experience here is high-end. Now that being said, the elephant in the room is definitely going to be the $1,400 price tag, and I'll be straightforward in saying that, well, you can get far more bang for your buck with other wheels and at lower price points. However, for Simucube owners that are looking for a flagship level steering wheel, the Savu Pro isn't really trying to compete on value. Instead, I think that it's focused on delivering the best possible experience within their ecosystem, and I do think that it achieves that. Like I said, the quality, the ergonomics, the functionality, and the premium feel do live up to what their customers expect, and so while this isn't a wheel that I would recommend to most people, I think that judging it for what it is, well, it is still a solid product.